Hey guys, Dalton here. In this video, we're going to talk about life after layoff, what's been going on since I made my layoff video. So, I haven't made an update since then, and I wouldn't say a lot has happened, but there have been some significant, yes you could say, updates, and I just want to keep you guys into what's been going on in my life since I got laid off from my engineering job. So, what we're going to talk about in this video is we're going to talk about how the job hunt's going. We're going to talk about what has transpired since I last made my video. And then we're also going to talk about what I've been doing in the meantime to kind of keep myself kind of busy, I guess you could say. So let's get right into it. Let's start off with what has transpired from the time of my layoff till now in terms of, job opportunities and stuff like that. So I think over the past couple months, especially towards the earlier end of things, I was really focused on software related interviews. So earlier on, I was interviewing at LinkedIn, which was in January or so. I didn't make it past the technical phone screen, unfortunately. They're pretty strict on everything, so the recruiter told me that I was on the fence, but not strong enough to pass. Second time around I'd say February or so, I reached out to one of the old recruiters that I used to talk to regarding opportunities at Uber. Basically told him, hey, I'm interested in this role at Uber. And then he forwarded my resume over to the appropriate recruiter there. We got started with the hiring process for Uber. So managed to pass the phone screen, and then it went off to the on-site. So I took about 1.5 months or 2 months rather to prepare in total from the technical phone screen to the on-site. Unfortunately, I was not successful there, and actually I experienced burnout. So right after I finished my Uber on-site, I felt sick, I felt under the weather, and it was very unusual for me because usually I just, take a weekend off and get back on my feet. But this was a little bit different. I would try to do lead code and I was just extremely tired, right? It was very uncharacteristic of me. And the reason for this is because I was essentially studying 8 hours, 10 hours a day, trying to give myself the best opportunity to pass Uber. But it ended up biting me in the ass at the end of the day, and I ended up getting burnt out for that. So from there, I decided, you know what? Let's go ahead and let's just do some things in other engineering, like electrical engineering, manufacturing engineering, things where I can just rely on my behavioral interview side of things and talk about what I did at my last place of employment, because I do have a bachelor's in electrical engineering, rather than going through the gauntlet that they call lead code style interviews. So that's what I did. And on average, from the time that I started, actually applying, I generate about 3 interviews a week, give or take, and I generally try to space it out as much as possible because I don't want to get into burnout again, to be honest with you. So that's what's going on in terms of my job hunt. Now, in this video, I won't really talk about too much about the opportunities that I currently have in the pipeline, mostly because I have a personal belief that if I talk about those opportunities, they end up rejecting me for some reason. It's almost like the universe is when you talk about something and how something's in progress, then it ends up not happening for you. So that's just a personal lesson that I've learned over my lifetime. So if I do get a job offer, I will make a video and tell you guys all about that. But for the meantime, I do have some things in the pipeline, and we'll leave it at that, just so we don't jinx it, fingers crossed. Now, what I've been doing in the meantime to kind of keep myself afloat? Well, I've gotten a job at Lifetime Fitness as a lifeguard, because after I got burnt out, one of the things that I've kind of noticed is at first I thought I didn't really need money, right? So I thought working was a waste of time. I shouldn't be working. I should focus all out on the job search. But because of my burnout, I really took a second look to say, you know what, there might be value in just getting out of the house every once in a while. talking with some people, talking with coworkers, that kind of thing. So, got a job at Lifetime. It's actually a really nice gym, and it's a really good kind of split in the day to kind of get myself off the job hunt, refreshing your inbox, that kind of thing. So it's been nice in that way. And yeah, so that's really what's been going on in the past couple months since my job hunt. So in summary, did software early on, got burnt out, moved over to the electrical / manufacturing side of things. Still a little bit burnt out, to be honest with you, but it's a way to keep myself in the game and not like take like a really far step back and keep the momentum going. So, and then lastly, just working at Lifetime, getting myself out the house, that kind of thing. So, hope you enjoyed the video. That's just a quick life update on life after layoff. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. See you in the next one.